Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your July 2019 full moon reading. We're going to look at where this full moon is taking place for you in your chart, and we're going to be pulling a couple cards on how that's going to be affecting our Cancerian tribe. So my name is Misty. Welcome to my channel. This is a general channel. It could apply, it could not. If it resonates, awesome. Definitely hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment down below. And subscribe to keep getting readings. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, July 2019 for our full moon. The full moon is taking place in Capricorn, which is the 7th house for our Cancerian tribe. 7th house is the house of relationships. So this poll is going to be about the 7th house and Cancerians in their relationships and where they're at. So the first thing you get is the Warrior card. Yeah, I see fighting. You get your two cards of things that you need to let go of are the Warrior and the Wind. And the Warrior is, you're in battle. You have emotions coming up. You see this water and he's like coming off and they look sharp and they look like shards coming off of him. And so there's these emotions that are coming from this lower vibrational place that are putting you at war with things that you don't need to be at war with. And this is going to be mainly with your partner. So because this is around relationships. So this is not the time to fight, and you may be fighting. You may be fighting because of all of the emotions that are flowing through you, and you need to look for places where you might be unintentionally hurting those that you really, really care for, those that you really, really love, and where you might be hurting your relationships. There's a truth in your heart where you want to look for the light instead of the dark. So here's the light, and then there's these dark bubbles around you as well. So there's really a lot of things going on, and you're being very much asked to focus on the light and to look at the emotions as they flow through you. Really look at those emotions as they flow through you, because you also have a lot of chaos. You have a lot of wind and storm. This is why I say quarreling, is because these two cards are together and they're located in the past. They're not in the past, but in the position of what you need to let go of. And so the wind element is words and fighting and and the quarreling. And here you are as the, here you are as the warrior who is fighting, and you just look at this card and it screams chaos. It screams that there's a storm taking place around you. There's a huge storm, and it's hard to see clear when there's a storm like that. I get that with this next card too that I'll show you in a second. I'll show you really quick. It's the Water card. But I think that, the storm is coming through to really clear things out. It is a benevolent storm in the end of it, but it's coming and shaking the old branches. It's shaking off the dead leaves from the trees. I just see this tree being shook and the leaves just falling to the ground. But this chaos is affecting your relationship and it's surrounding your relationship. But I don't feel like the chaos is from the relationship. It feels like the chaos is actually from an outside source. And I guess for my best friend who's a Cancer, I see that as something that's definitely taking place. So yeah, there's a breakdown of communication because of the storm. And you're trying to communicate through the chaos. And it's very overwhelming. It's just too much. It's just too much. So you're being called inward. The wind is in the west here. So in the west position here. And so you're being called inward. You're being called to slow down. Slow your roll, Cancer. Slow your roll. You need to let this storm pass. Let it pass. You're trying to go clean up the storm while the storm's still happening. And I feel like there's this pressure for some of you that you have to do this. You don't have a choice. You must do this. But for others of you, you have the opportunity, and where you can, please wait out the storm. You don't have to jump in. You don't have to do it all right now, because the storm will pass and the mess will be there to be cleaned up. Definitely. So just slow your roll. It's going to be fine, because you have so much water. So much water. So much water. So you're being asked to really watch your emotions. I mean, this is I feel like I am like in a bubble of water and I'm drenched in it. And it's like, it's not like this baptismal water right now. It's this thick water that I can't see through, that's thick and jelly-like, and I can't view things correctly, you know? And so your emotions in your relationships, you need to know that where you're at right now is in an unstable place. It's like this rocking on the sea. That's like this, like the sea's just not so happy right now. And maybe you shouldn't be in the water right now, but you are. You can't get out. You can't help it. So don't settle on any conclusions, because the waters are going to continue to flow. That is definitely the case. I mean, definitely the case. I feel it flowing, and I feel that as it flows, there's this healing energy. It feels really good. You know, you're being really invited that whatever you feel inside of you, feel it fully. Let it immerse yourself in it. This great flood of emotions, there's a flood flowing through you of emotions, and allow yourself to feel every aspect of those feelings and allow yourself to express it as well. I know it is covering everything, but when you feel joy, be joyful. And when you feel pain, be in pain. Be in sorrow when you need to be in sorrow. You need to allow it, but don't focus it on your partner. You've been asked, again, you know, with that last one, to turn this inward and to know that this is a personal journey, this thing that you're feeling. So don't be projecting it outwardly. And there's vibrational medicine. The next step is going to come. The next step in your journey is going to come. You are in the rhythm, in the water and in the drum. There is a rhythm to the flow, and you could trust the rhythm of the flow. This is what it feels like. It feels like there's a rhythm that is taking you somewhere, and there's a next step that will be going on your journey, and you're headed there. You are definitely headed there. And it's like I can feel the heartbeat of the universe. I can feel it, and it's going to take you. It's really going to take you. And so if you cling to the side of the river as the river wants to flow, you're going to be struggling. So don't resist the flow of the river. Get into the flow. Get into the middle of it. You know, collect your tools. Collect your vibrational medicine, your vibrational medicine, your tools, whether it's plant medicine, whether it is drums, whether it is ritual or ceremony, or all of the above, sage, you need to go around, whatever that is. Collect your tools. Make a bag of your tools. Make a sacred space that you can grab, because you are moving, honey. You are moving fast, Cancerian. You are definitely moving. Yeah, I mean, it's just... it's like so strong. And you're being asked to have courage. Definitely have courage. And I see some of you guys dancing, and dancing being really good. And maybe even dancing with all of your emotions until you allow yourself to hit that trance state. Until you allow yourself that let go. Till you allow yourself that release that you need. Dancing with the rhythm of life. Like a wild animal. Some of you are really getting freed up through this chaos. Holy crap. Some of you are getting really freed up. So wild like an animal, and also graceful in your own skin. Very, very graceful in your own skin. All right, we're going to pull a few tarot cards now. And I'm playing with different cards and probably going to read. I've been working with the tarot for, I don't know, 6 years or so. I've been doing this. This deck's so old. You see that? I think it's just like falling apart. Okay. Let me speak up a little. Let's move these out of the way. All right. Cancerians, yeah, I see a potential. You know, I really feel Mercury retrograde, you know, is retrograding until August 1st, I believe, or something. And it's really retrograding into your money space, you know. So right now is not the time to make contracts or deeds. I really felt that also, that you needed to wait because of the rhythm and the changeableness, the adaptability that's taking place right now. So I really feel that with the money, you know, and, oh man, okay. Okay. Yeah, and you know, you really, there's this feeling of you being alone, but also together. This is very interesting. And so you're getting a reversed 6 a reversed Lovers here. This is really a solitary card. This is really somebody that is alone but very successful and has the comforts of life and has everything that they need. And here's a misalignment. Here's a misalignment of values. And this can be in a relationship, and we're going to say that it is because this is taking place in the 7th house, that there's a misalignment of values in this relationship, that they're not seeing eye to eye and there's storm clouds between them. Definitely. There's this lack of being vulnerable, and there's going to be a step into a more vulnerable space coming in. And the resisting of the transition. So you're going from these rocky waters and it's going to be going into smoother waters, but it just feels like it just feels like it's hard. It's like almost like you feel like you have to move backwards to move forwards. I mean, I don't know how else to explain that. You have to go back to go forwards. There's somebody that's already here. For some of you, you could have somebody from the past coming in, and a potential coming in. And I just want to encourage you, Cancerians, to be mindful of where those values are and if you actually align, and do you know, and is this what you actually want in your relationship, you know? For some of you, this could be something very good and a very healing experience, and really stepping into your power. I see some of you have really already done that, really already stepped into your power. So 3 more cards just to clarify these a little bit. 1. Yeah, and you're really, you know, you've got the worst is kind of there, you know. You've already gotten the nightmare, you've already gotten the news, you've already gotten the stuff that you don't like, and you're seeing the irresponsibility or the way that love is not being offered the way that you want it to, and it's causing you to step back and really reevaluate things. And that's where you are. You need to wait. Do not make a decision now. Enjoy the flow, but don't go contract, agreement. Don't step into a new relationship. Don't change the last relationship. There might have to be an ending right now. There might feel like there has to be an ending, but I'm going to encourage you to wait until the beginning of August before you make any real decisions about any partnerships at all. That's definitely my advice. So, okay, Cancerians, that's it for today. I feel like I could go much more into this, but we are going to let it go for the moment. That's all we're doing. But yeah, happy new moon, guys, and hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. Please share it with somebody that would find it useful, and please leave me a comment down below. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Bye.